What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for another Minnesota Wild watch party. Now, yes, I know I'm 10 minutes late, but Ovechkin just decided to break Gretzky's record today, and then TNT with the delay and the ceremony and everything. Anyways, what the hell is HLN? Finally got the Wild game up here, and of course, fire it up. Dallas leading in shots 7-4. Dallas leading a goal, but hey, there's a lot of hockey left, and if you're new to the channel, we do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, excuse me, and of course, live interaction with all the amazing folks in the live chat. So, let's pick up where we left off here, and again, comment in the live chat, totally down to talk about Ovechkin and everything, but like, come on, TNT, come on. 9 minutes on the clock. Wild have it in the Dallas zone. Dallas defense sending it up the right side. How's everybody's weekend going, by the way? Fuck, the Wild need these points, man. The Wild need these points. Yo, JVD, what's going on? Denial. Is this Ice Wars? 7:30 on Spectrum. I'll refresh my shit here in a sec. It just went over, so I might be a little bit behind. I finally got it fired up, and I just switched right over and went live. Sean, how's it going, by the way, Sean? But, man, two important points here. If the Wild, I think I have it up on Money Puck right now. If the Wild lose in regulation, their chances to make the playoffs drop from, like, 84+% to 75, which, not good, not good. Okay, I think I should be closer to your time now, Sean. Excuse my voice, by the way, guys. I was up all day yesterday covering combat sports on my other channel, but we're firing it up here. All right, what is HLN, by the way? What is HLN? I saw that the Wild tweeted that, and I was like, oh, okay. I just think, you know, we'll be fine. Then OV scored and the ceremony occurred, and I was like, uh-oh. Oh, I thought you meant that was... And now I've gone down this roller coaster path. I thought you meant that was how much time was on the clock, and I had about 9 minutes. So I was like, oh shit, I'm like 2 minutes behind. Okay. Well, I'm resetting it now. Headline news, I think it's like CNN, but no talking heads programming. I don't know why it exists. Huh, interesting. I mean, I understand that the Wild probably couldn't predict this. I mean, ahead of time, right? Like, but anyways, it's not the biggest deal other than the Wild are just down a goal right now. But give me 1 sec. I blame myself for not knowing what that is, thinking it was the time. Now, where I probably was synced up with you, I'm now down this rabbit hole. Headline News Network. What's up, Ron? HLN, Headline News Network. Okay, are you guys in commercial break right now? Our freaking Liberty, our friend Liberty commercial on. Okay. Hopefully this works. Damn, what a bunch of speed bumps to start off this stream. What's going on, everybody? As more people pile in. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter/X, come over to YouTube. That way you can comment in the live chat with our community here. And by the way, I know we didn't do as many Wild streams this season as we hoped, but big shout out to everybody who joined us for all of the international games, the junior games. I mean, Canada versus USA games. Those were a lot of fun. And we're going to be covering a lot of playoffs here this season as well. This playoff season coming up with or without the Wild, although the Wild are going to make it, folks. The Wild are going to make it. They lose, I think they end the Canucks, or they end with the Canucks, Flames, Ducks, and Sharks. I'd say they're still favored to get in. Oh, I think so too. It's just division rival. I'm not going to say like, these 2 points aren't as important as it. No, they're every point down the stretch here is important, so. No days off. Okay, now we're back to it. Channel 7. 8:33 on the clock. Not much, not much. Well, it's good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. And Dallas brings it in the zone. Ringing around the net. Wild have it. Lose it, but trickles to the right, and they're going to get it out of the zone. Oh, man. Sean, I don't want to blame you, but I'm blaming you. I had it perfect, and now nothing's working. It just said it went offline. What is this? What is this? Okay, I might be a little, like a few seconds behind you guys, but we're going to ride with it now. We're going to ride with it now. Wild center, trying to tip it forward and bouncing to the right. Dallas get it out. Through center, right side. They're taking their time. No one changing here. Shots evening up, though. 7-6. What'd you guys get up to this weekend? Nice weekend. Apparently we're going to have another spring flurry. Oh, damn. They're all messed up now. Well, other than that, I hope you're feeling better. Vote in the poll question, by the way, guys. Yo, what's up, Hoptics? Good to see you. Yo, Hoptics, it's weird seeing you actually in, like, actually in one of these streams, eh? All right, 6-16. Wild have it right side. They send it around. No one up front. Back to defense. Shot and a nice save from Dallas. Man, we need the boys to get back in the lineup too. Like, I mean, you look through the active guys right now, and it's like, okay, the holes have been plugged for long enough, man, and like just, especially down this stretch here, it's just, I'm preaching to the choir, I know, but enough of these games where they're just like holding on, squeeze out a win, and look, I know people are critical of Boldy, I know people are critical of Rossi, like. They weren't meant to be in these positions this year, and for the most part, they've played excellent. So we're getting down to the wire, and we really need to see Kaprizov, Ek, and honestly Middleton like get at least a game reps before playoffs. 5:50, Dallas battling forward in the zone, and we're gonna get a whistle. Not sure if that's because of offside or not, but anyways, we're gonna get a face-off just outside the Wild zone. 5 minutes remaining in this second period, and we're gonna go to a commercial break again. Well, at least we'll have full coverage of the second period and third period. HLN, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, leave it to the Minnesota Wild broadcast to be all over the place, especially on the Sunday in which Ovechkin breaks Gretzky's record. Bro, what is your obsession with Jake Paul? Like, I know there's one other person I know who's like, who will defend him like the Nickelback defenders, and it's like, okay, the guy is trained, like somewhat respect there, but I don't know, man. If I do not think he's an actual boxer. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll stop drinking Red Bull. If it tastes funny, might lose a few pounds. I mean, look, I don't think they're ever that bad, but like, there's some people. Well, that's like exactly that.
Exactly that.
Like, as far as all the influencer boxers go, like the guy actually I think is probably the best out of them all. But like, for people to like spend $60 to watch him fight a senior citizen and Mike Tyson, like, what is wrong with you people? How? Egregious Pierce. Wild may need to win out the Flames, having 2 games in hand today. I think it's just critical. Like, don't even think that you can lose a game down the stretch here. And like, You'll probably get some puck luck with how the standings shake up with the rest of the Western teams. But yeah, like you got another team with 2 games in hand, and like you got to bite down on the mouthpiece like Optics boy Jake Paul and fight some real boxers. Anyways. Oh, and Brazo apparently shot a puck grazed off him, and he might have to get stitched up here. All right, puck drop in the Wild zone. Good job getting it out through center. Goudreau loses it, battling on the left side, trying to keep it in the zone, and Stars get it back and rip through center. They're up the left side. Imagine Dragons were some Nickelback. Oh, yeah, for sure. Brazil sucks like a worse version of Greenway. Dallas, left side, sending up the boards. They're looking for someone at center, but they leave it for the corner. And, man, they got the wild old cattywampus here as they friggin' ran into each other. But, hey, they get it back, take it into the zone, waiting for some reinforcements. Oh, and Rupe Hintz just took a puck to the face as well. Damn. And now he's going down the tunnel to get work done. What is this, UFC? So far in all the Stars games I've watched this year, I've seen 4 players get hit in the face with a puck. That's crazy. What a stat. What a stat. 4:23 seconds remaining in this first. Dallas has it at center. Couldn't make their pass cleanly on the left side, but they still come away with it and ring it around the boards. Shot doesn't get through, and here come the Wild in numbers, looking to leave it to the goal, leaving it back, and that doesn't get through. In the corner, battling for it. Spurgeon ended up keeping this play alive, still battling for it in deep. Boldy trying to grab it, and Wild can't keep it in the zone, but they do keep control at center. Couldn't happen to a shittier franchise and team. Oh, and trying to get forward there. Nice little pass in front of the net and save by Dallas. All right, well, the Wild look like they have a little bit of life in them. As do I now that we can actually watch this. Oh, what a pass, dude. What a pass. A little backwards pass there, a little tip pass. Anyways, puck is dropped. Dallas have it up the left side, but the Wild, little poke check, kept it in the Dallas zone just for a little bit, but now they gain possession. Battling forward in the corner. Dallas with it. Little cross ice pass. Center, that's picked off. Minnesota within the corner. Sharp angle shot. I don't even know if that hit the net. And both teams are going to get a change here as the puck trickles down the zone. Wild have it, and they're just going to dump it in as they finish their change. What are your thoughts on my Jamie Benn comment? Oh, what's can I say I fucking hate Jamie Benn? Biggest little bitch energy in all of hockey. Makes an aggressive play, then turtles when someone wants to match energy, then gets penalties. He's been doing that more so in this later stages in his career. So, like, I agree, but I'm biased. He's from fucking Vancouver Island, so fucking love Jamie Benn. But yeah, I'm not going to disagree with any of that. I'm just going to biasly say that he's a fellow Vancouver Islander. But I have heard he's not the, I don't want to say he's a bad guy, but maybe not the greatest. Well, actually, I shouldn't even say that. I was going to say teammate at time, but there was only like a couple stories, and they came from some other guys who are no longer in the league anymore. But I will agree, he needs to match that aggression at times. Especially in this case, in this stage in his career. I mean, Buddy still doesn't wear a visor. If you ain't wearing a visor, you got to play with a little bit of a Ryan Reeves edge, right? Yo, do you see Reeves playing for the Marlies now has to wear a visor and he just like tucked it all the way up so it's not even near his eyes? Fucking love Ryan Reeves. One of the greatest players to ever put on the Wild sweater, ladies and gentlemen. When Kaprizov went down and we needed some goals, leaned on Ryan Reeves. Puck trickles into the Dallas zone. Dallas able to retrieve it here in the corner. Actually pressured by the Wild, though. Wild skating well here tonight. Not giving Dallas much room to work. And are on pucks in the offensive zone. But Dallas has a sharp angle shot. That doesn't get through. He's a rat. He's a rat. A captain should be someone who leads by example and a role model. He's literally the opposite. Look at every other captain in the league, then look at the fucking Stars. That's fair, but I mean, there's so many. I would argue that like the Sedins probably shouldn't have been captain, but they did fine as the captain because they had louder and more your description of captain type guys in the room. I guess Reeves actually makes more in the AHL. You get your NHL salary without having to put it some into escrow. And he gets to stay in Toronto, which I think was the big reason. Was important to him. 44 seconds remain, by the way. Wild have it in their zone. Dallas didn't really threaten them with anything too much there in that play, but oh, they get it back and whiffing on a pass. And the Wild retrieve it behind their zone. Good pressure by Dallas here. They send it around the board. Still not quite out of danger yet. 26 seconds. And here we go. It looks like both teams are going to need a final change as the Wild send a pass through the neutral zone. Draw pass. Boldy. Shot to the slot. And a nice save by Ottinger. All right. Good little play there by the Wild. Yeah, Ottinger's been making some good saves for the Dallas Stars here late as the Wild. Speaking of matching energy, have definitely been matching their play in the later half. Well, I'd say the second half of this first period. Passed them in shots. Rossi, Boldy, each looking good respectively so far. Final 10 seconds. Dallas gonna poke it back up the ice, but there's only 3, 2, 1, and that will do it for this period. Yo, the boys! What's up, Creepy Colors? Good to see you. Dallas leading the Minnesota Wild, but the Wild have actually come back to life here late in the first. Hopefully they can keep that momentum as we go into the second. By the way, if anybody's watching on Twitter/X, Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here, the Sota Pod. And check out everything else that this channel offers as far as daily videos, live streams every week, clips from all the podcasts under our network, the whole 9 yards. Anyways, end of the first period. And honestly, I only caught 12 minutes of it. But hey, we can talk a little bit about Alex Ovechkin. We can talk a little bit about the weekend of sports. We can talk a little bit about the playoff race. Again, it's not dire in the grand scheme of things, but the Wild are in the position where it's like, don't even think that like you can even give up a point. It's 2 points or bust every single game. 91% to make the playoffs if they beat the Stars in regulation. 91 if they beat the Stars in OT. 84 if they lose to the Stars in OT. They plummet to 75% if they lose to the Stars. And as Ron was saying in the live chat, the Calgary Flames 2 games in hand, and just the Calgary Flames being the fucking pest of the West, given how shit Vancouver was this year. And the St. Louis Blues, I did not think that they were, like, I mean, in hindsight, we say that about every team that goes on a heater. But, like, why is it St. Louis? Why is it St. Louis who keeps going on these heaters? Now, I know this is nothing compared to their, like, mid-season bottom-out heater in which they won the Cup. But, like, frig off here, Leahy. Like, 2 weeks ago, there's no way. Last week, they'll come back to down to earth. And now they passed the Wild in the friggin' standings. Like, are you kidding me? I'm surprised I'm getting this on Max, dude. It's just... It was a shit show. And again, can't really blame them too much given that, like, it was OV watch, right? and that game was delayed because he beat Gretzky's record, which was awesome. You can't. I mean, you can try to prepare for that ahead of time. And look, we were 10 minutes off. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It is far from the end of the world. All right, highlights, lowlights of that first period. Gus wasn't tested too much after that initial flurry, so hopefully looks just as fresh, or fresher anyways, coming out in the second and third. Yeah, the first two lines have been buzzing. I would say the Wild have definitely been matching the speed of the Dallas Stars. Pucks hitting guys in the face, left, right, and center, as Optics pointed out. I mean, just a typical Dallas Stars game, I guess. Man, I can't believe the season's almost done here, and it's just about playoff time. Nice sunny weekend in Minnesota, which is good. Apparently, we're getting another flurry of flurries here coming up, but that's okay. What does it say? Temperatures to plummet tomorrow. Beautiful, beautiful. But a beautiful, hanging around 55 degrees here today. Gotta love it. Got to love it. What other games are you guys keen on watching here today? Other than I was keeping tabs on the Capitals game a little bit earlier, and the Capitals lost, but I mean, Ovi freaking doing the. Well, he just slid on the ice on his belly after scoring that goal. What do you got planned for the rest of the weekend? Creepy colors. All right, let's take a look at the box score here. So 12 shots to the Minnesota Wild, 7 for the Dallas Stars. Dallas blocking more shots here. Yeah, they're forced to kind of block some more shots there towards the end of the period, as the Wild are actually getting some pretty good shooting lanes. Both these teams, I will say, have been like pouncing on each other, as far as neither of them been able to set up for that long at all. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the speed in this game is awesome, and they're on each other all the time. So like, even though the Wild looked a little bit better towards the end of the period, they're able to get a little bit more shots through, able to make some nasty passes on their zone entries, and have been actually good coming through the neutral zone. Dallas has been on them right away, and when they chase pucks down to the corner, or when Boldy tries to hit his man on the other side, like Dallas, they're in those lanes. I thought it was in market. What was in market? I thought it was in market. Ovi's goal. He was. They were in Long Island. Let's take a look at the standings here today. Yeah, man, the Blues. So yeah, I mean, the Wild won't pass the Blues if they win this game, but like, they need it, man. They need it. 12 wins in a row for the Blues. It's crazy, man. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. The one team I didn't think would jump over the Wild at all this season, at all, coming into the season. No, even coming into the season, I said the Wild would get that playoff, or that if they didn't have their best season, or if they were injury riddled, they would at least get a wild card spot. I did not think the Blues were going to jump them. Ovi did in the same amount of games as Gretzky. I think one game less. Oh, no. Same amount of games. He tied. Oh, wait. I know he tied it in one game less. And this was the only game since he tied it the other night, right? Saturdays, bro, I just check out of the hockey world, and I don't even look at Twitter or anything, or usually Fridays and Saturdays. So, because what was it, Thursday that he tied it? I know he got to the same amount of goals in one less game, which is absolutely insane in this era. But it's just crazy how like the timelines, regardless, one game off or not, were pretty much the same, which is just, again, nuts if you consider the era. And again, like, relative dominance, I totally get that. But it's just wild. It's just wild. And just like two completely different type of goal scorers. All right, let's bring up some. Let's see if ESPN can give us any more stats on this game. And again, I don't think Gustafson's looked shaky in this first period. I mean, he let in a goal, but only 7 shots on net. Hope he dials in here. The Wild game, I haven't been able to watch certain games on Max because they were in the they were in market. Got you. Oh, right, because it's yeah. I don't know what's going on today. There's never a rhyme or reason, and it's annoying that it's like it's so hard to watch local hockey. Your local team, and dude, honestly, it's not as bad in Canada because there's only like 2 sports networks and then like some local ones, but even there's local blackouts and things like that. And it's like, man, like you're just making it difficult. You're just making me try to find it somewhere else. Totally legal, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of, let me refresh this. It was actually whether you like Paul Bissonnette or not, it was cool to hear like he was pretty emotional talking about how honored he was to like just be part of today's panel and broadcast team on TNT during this whole Ovechkin stuff. And like it's crazy if you would have told me shoot, how many years ago when Biz Nasty was playing, even though he was like kind of a social media guy and influencer towards the end of his hockey career, I would have never thought he would be this big and Chicklets be where they are, and him on TNT and stuff like that. And in fairness, he brings a little something different, and the players at least like to chum it up with him. Dude, UFC next weekend is gonna be unreal. And I'm usually the guy who's like, yeah, sometimes the biggest names don't necessarily produce the biggest fights. But honestly, these days, that's mostly just championships, right? This card is stacked head to toe, man. Head to toe. Prates. Can't wait. Why did the Maple Leafs spend... Because people weren't buying enough poutine, I guess. So they had to switch things up. What's up, Kenny Rips? It's like the NHL doesn't want you to watch. Dude, I know, dude. I know. It's insane. Creepy Colors and Optics. That's like that MMA league in France, Eris. Now, like, they didn't re-sign with UFC Fight Pass, and they just decided that, like, yeah, we're just going to not allow the rest of the world other than France to watch on our Twitch. And it's like, wait, what? Why? Canned fish is crazy. It really is. It really is. Especially anything funkier than tuna. Funkier. Spin Chicklets is great. On Tales with TR, RA made his reappearance a few months ago now. I'm not sure if he's back. I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to Chicklets as much as I used to. I listened to probably like 20 episodes before Biz joined, and then like a good like year and a half after Biz joined, and then now it's like if they have a guest that I'm keen on hearing, then I'll fire it up. My boy Chase Hooper making moves. He's gonna be a star maybe one day. Mini Ben Askren, dude, he's good. He's good. The UFC's been developing him nicely. I mean, I think he's one of the youngest guys I've ever signed, and he was so young that they were like, go back to the regional scene. You have a contract with us, but just like go down there and develop. I think he had like a 3-fight developmental contract where he made way more, I imagine, than most of the guys fighting in like. I think he went to Cage Fear UFC. I'm sure you do, Kenny Rips. I'm sure you do. Okay, what else do we got here? I fired up ESPN for a reason. Okay. Here we go. Oh man, ESPN hasn't even updated their stats yet. Come on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So Boldy, 3.5 ice time. Him, Foligno, Goudreau had the most shifts right now. Actually, Nyquist had the most shifts right now at 6. Pretty balanced across the board. Time on ice right now. And I guess odds to score the next goal are even right now. He's super well spoken and likable. He's like anti-bullion vibes. until he fought Slavaclaws and it was Slavaclaws he fought and beat him up, eh? Oh man. Canucks play later. It just hurts to watch. Whoa, Ted Leonza, man. I guess like the last time I really saw Ted Leonza was in that HBO documentary like over 10 years ago with the Pittsburgh Penguins and Washington Capitals during the Winter Classic. He's just getting old. Getting old. He used to be a bigger in the face. Wait, what is this? Michael Jordan? Who the heck is this guy? Cody Rhodes? The Askren, Hooper, and O'Malley thing was hilarious for a bit. Yo, what's up, Mr. Grant Gregory? Ovechkin passed Gretzky's goal record. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? How you doing, Mr. Grant Gregory? How you doing? I love the City Life Sota Pod crossover right now. All we're missing is hockey from home. All we're missing is hockey from home. Again, Wild leading the Dallas Stars in shots, but not in goals where it matters. Dallas scored a quick one. Less than 10 minutes into the game. Nice. Where was it? Where was it? I'm just bringing the highlight of it up now. Beautiful stuff by Jason Robertson, assisted by Mikko Rantanen. Good brother, hope you're well. Yes, I am well. I'm well. I finally caught up in a little sleep. I was up. Get this, Mr. Grant Greg. I thought the Deep card last night. For those who don't know, Deep's a mixed martial arts organization in Japan. I thought it was only 9 fights. Turned out 19. So from a 2-hour card turned into a little 5.5-hour card. Ovi needs to get to 700 to make it an even number. Yes.
Exactly that.
I agree. And for the boys in the chat who dig MMA as well, I am planning on doing UWC here tonight. So there you go. There you go. All right. For those watching on Twitter and Facebook, come over to YouTube and join our live chat here. You got the man, the myth, the legend, Kenny Bigham's in the chat. I miss Tyrone, I'm not going to lie. Snoop and Jordan are giving OV props. Yup, they were on the Isles broadcast. Well, this broadcast.
Emotional damage.
Before TNT switched over, they had a ton of other like celebrities and athletes. Mostly athletes, though. That's why I was surprised to see Snoop Dogg. Yeah, dude, I'm seeing tweets now. It's like, didn't this guy take a puck to the face last time? Damn. I mean, Twitter is just, it's Ovechkin. It's just flooded with Ovechkin clips and love for Ovi. Can't say I'm really missing hockey from home. Fair enough. I always got to look over my shoulder. He's got one more year, I believe, and he's even said like I want to play one more year in the NHL. Like and he said this before he got the rec. He said I'll play one more year in the NHL, and then he's gonna play 1 year in Dynamo in Moscow, and then call it a career. And at that point, like you've done everything. You've done everything. I mean, didn't win as many cups as Crosby, but yeah. All right. Hey, look at that. Shooter McGavin in the house. All right. Puck drop for period number 2. God, I have my fight soundboard here. I don't know what to press. What's in the Jamaican hands? There you go. All right, second period begins here, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas with a 1-0 lead. .19:30 on the clock, and the Wild have it in Dallas's zone. Puck trickles out down to center. And they send it up the right side. .19:03 up the right side. Oh, nice pass up the left lane for Dallas, but didn't quite stay on the stick. 18:49. Wild have it up the left board. And puck trickles back down the zone. Oh, don't remind me the broadcast. We might be watching a first round playoff preview. I don't want to think about that, boys. I don't want to think about that. Left side, wrister from the Wild. That goes behind the net and bounces to the right. Wild keep it in the zone. And we're going to get a whistle due to a save from Ottinger. All right. Wild trailing the Dallas Stars, but there's a lot of time left. Big day of hockey, ladies and gentlemen. Ovechkin passing Gretzky's record, his goal record. And there's some other big games tonight. Boston, well, I mean, this isn't actually a big game, but some fun games here tonight. Vegas, Vancouver probably being the biggest game, the most important game. But Montreal, Nashville will be a fun one. And, I mean, Boston and Buffalo will be a sad one. Is the actor not from Minnesota? I'll be back next period if I'm still home. Sounds good, Creepy Colors. Have you tried the Foggy Geezer Imperial IPA? I think it's somewhat new. No, I haven't, but noted. 17:41. Wild. Great pressure here early in the second period. They lose the puck, but try to regain possession in the neutral zone. Great job by Dallas, actually forcing a 2-on-1. Dallas in front of the net, and Spinorama. Nice save by Gustafsson. Rebound. Wild looking for it, and covering up is Gustafsson, and some pushing and shoving in front of the net there. Merrill getting in the mix of things. It's interesting because it's like I'm used to seeing Dumba in green, but just not in this Dallas green. Oh, beautiful spinorama. That goes back to another pass. Oh, beautiful save and vision by Gustafsson, man. He could have overcommitted to that left side. Hey, Rupe Hintz. Back on the bench, all stitched up. $17-27. Puck's about to drop. To the left of Gustafson. And this is going to trickle down the length of the ice. Wild, try to send it up through the slot. Good defense by Dallas. Shot, that goes left and wide. Back to the neutral zone. Dallas dumping it in. And the Dallas keep it in the zone. Pass across. That's poked away by the Wild. Dallas have it though, right side outside the circle. Skating it around the net, leaving it for Ben. Back outside the circle. Oh man, some nifty moves by the Dallas defenseman, but can't get the shot through. Losing it again. Wild. Can't get this puck out of the zone, and a diving... Okay, it wasn't a diving, it was going to be a trip call anyways. Ben, the visorless Ben. I thought he was looking to, like, make a dive freaking tip. I thought he was looking to make a dive freaking tip. But it looks like the Wild are going to go on the penalty kill. Yeah, he gets tripped up there. Yeah, see, I thought he was diving forward too. Ah, dude, that is not a trip. That is not a trip. And I don't think Ben was selling it there. I think he just, like, literally tried to dive to hit that puck. Eh, maybe he was selling it a little bit, but... Dallas power play. Dallas up the right side. Top of the circle. Shot through the lane, and that's going to trickle left and wide. Tip goes up and high. Dallas has it behind the Wild net. Minnesota able to get out to the neutral zone, but can't complete a change. And Dallas able to keep that puck in the zone. Right side, Gustafson looking left, looking right. And here we go. Wild get it. Left side, one-on-one. Trying to make a move to get it through the legs of the opposition, but can't, and skates to the bench to complete the change. And Dallas going to be offside, which this really helps the Wild. Gives them an opportunity to complete the change and get a couple deep breaths in. 15:43 on the clock. Dallas 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining on their power play. Thomas Hardy plus 35 on the year. I know plus minus isn't the end-all be-all stat, but damn. 55 seconds. And the Wild do a great job sending this puck and clearing it length of the ice. 44 seconds remaining on the power play. Dallas through the neutral zone. And a shot by Granlund. I guess, like, yeah, a couple former Wild players are they playing up against. 15. And the Wild send it back down. 25 seconds. Maybe one more rush here for the Dallas Stars. Left. Up the ice. Ben gets knocked off the puck again. Yeah, sit your ass down. 5 seconds. Wild have it. Goudreau. One-on-one. Has someone at center. Shot, and that was actually a beautiful save, but wait. Too many men call? Is that what I heard? Dallas with the too many men call. Let's go. I thought they said Wild because they panned the camera right to Brodin, and I was like, no, bro, no, don't do this. Don't do this. And just like that, literally just like that, moments after the Minnesota Wild kill off their power play, or kill off Dallas's power play, they now get the extra man. Here we go. Dallas winning the faceoff. Wild, right side, Goudreau. Trying to leave it for anybody at center. No one there. And the Wild can't keep it into the corner or set anything up there, and that's going to be cleared down the length of the ice. 122. They bring it up the right side, but again, Dallas retrieves it and sends it back down the ice. Wild trying to set up a left side. Big pass up through center. Sharp angle shot. Wild looking for somebody else in the slot, but can't get there. And this puck's going to be tipped off a player and go the length of the ice. Damn. That was a beautiful, just a straight down across the ice pass, ladies and gentlemen. Dallas again, good job with another clear. 35 seconds remaining in the Wild power play. 13 minutes remaining in the game, or in the second period. Wild, they got one more rush in them. Rossi with speed. Hartman loses it, and surprise, surprise, puck trickles down the length of the ice, but Gustafsson controls it. 10 seconds. All right, this is the last rush. Pass to the slot there, and Dallas Stars able to separate the man from the puck. And that is it. The Wild are back to full strength, but do enter the zone, try to send this puck back on net, and they do, and we're going to get a whistle. That's 7.5 minutes into the second period. Jason Robertson with the only goal, assisted by Rantanen. And we're going to go to a commercial break. Again, if you guys are watching on YouTube, smash that like button. If you're watching on X or Facebook, get your ass over to YouTube here. Get your ass over to YouTube here and join our community. Live streams at least 2-3 times a week moving forward. We got the Wildly Informed show with our friend Brett Marshall. Judd's Buds will be returning soon. Hoppy's just been under the weather. Literally does not have a voice. So he'll be back once his voice is back. And then, like I said, I'm going to start doing a lot more hockey streams towards the end of the season here. Definitely down the stretch for the Wild. I'll probably squeeze in at least another 2 Wild games here down the stretch, and then whether the Wild make it, which they're making it, the playoffs or not, we'll be just covering other NHL games as well. So it'll be a lot of fun. TV timeout. How's it going, Hot Takes? All right, back from commercial break. They're showing the clip of Ovi scoring that goal. 895. Coach lost the room. How so? They've actually been playing a pretty good game. It was like only the first few minutes where they didn't come out swinging. All right, face off here, Robertson. 12-28. Shot. It looks like that didn't even get through the lane. Oh, damn. 2 Stars players broke their sticks. Sheesh. Wild have it. Shot from the blue line. Doesn't get through. Yeah, they've been injured for a long time, too, with the same big guys out. Hardly blame the coach. Hardly blame the coach. If anything, I'm like... I'm proud that this team's even making the playoffs, dude. Which, again, knock on wood. I might have just jinxed it there. But you're glass half empty. I'm glass half full. Not satisfied with the season overall by any means. And, like, they went from, you know, being able to swim in deep water injured to now just treading. But when you got 2 guys who can score on the team going up against the best of the best who have, like, sometimes 2 lines deep of scoring. The fact they've been able to tread as long as they have, shit. Definitely jinxed it. I'll own that. 11:55. Into the Wild zone. Behind the net. Trying to find someone in this right in front. I mean, the Dallas Stars have been doing that here tonight. They've been parking someone in the corner or behind the net. Battling for the puck and then just a little backhand or a little short pass to whoever's been fighting for the crease. Wild with it up the right side. Through the neutral zone. Checked, but Faber, he's going to rush in. He leaves it for Zuccarello. Puck goes right to Johansson. Shot. That gets through and blocked. Or stopped, I should say. Kept alive in the Wild zone. Fighting for it into the corner. The Islanders game was brutal. 11:08. Nice entry by Dallas. Shot on net. That's going to trickle to the right. And goes the length of the ice. Spurgeon staying on it. Down the boards. Dallas tried to pass it to the left and incomplete, but trickles outside the zone. Nice hit. And Dallas ends up coming away with it up the right side, but still just a tightly checked game by both these teams. And things calmed down a little bit here in Chisholm. With it, went to... He made a way... He tried to do a cross ice length of the ice pass, and that didn't really work out for him there. But he was, in fairness, being checked. Trennan was the one who threw that big hit. Nice. They're just showing replays of the hit right now. And face-off won by Dallas. Wild get it behind the net, send it around. Back to center. Nice skating as the Wild pass right. Send it back in deep. Oh, 100%. Unbelievable season. Looked really good. Has looked really good tonight as well. 9:37. I don't know like what game or what sport people are watching, thinking that Rossi's bad. They think this is curling if they think he's bad. He's too fast. Oh wait, this isn't ringette. This is hockey. I guess he is pretty good. Okay. They're showing like half highlights from the game, half highlights just from Ovi, which as they should. 9:33. Minnesota may have came away with the puck for a moment there. Dallas gets in, looks like it's going to go up and out of play. 9 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in this period. Looks like the face-off is going to come in the wild zone to the left of Gustafsson. And we go back to the TV timeout. All right, I'm going to make one last Twitter post here. Agree. Definitely not a first line center. Solid second. But I think his ceiling is definitely still a first line center. But he might not reach his ceiling. I think he's a ceiling 80, 85 point guy who has decent defensive play as well, right? Like he's not just a pure offense guy. He's kind of, they've been using him in, obviously not like penalty kill, but like they've been comfortable with him like doing his thing, right? Battling in the corner, playing bigger than he is. And yeah, I mean, can't complain. The Wild maybe will never have a bona fide number one center, but right now they have two solid first line centers, or sorry, two solid second line centers, and a top line winger. So not the worst. And like I said, he's just getting better and better, which is wild. Not weird. What other? Are you watching any other hockey today? Hot takes. What else are you up to? Yeah, but $7 and $8 million players now are $9-10 million players with the way the cap's going up, which is going to be like it's going to take time for me to adjust to that as well. But yes, I think a bridge deal is fine as well. Some of the best players that we grew up watching sign solid bridge deals, and it worked out. What a great day for history today. Absolutely, Andrew. Did you watch that game, Andrew? How's it going, buddy? What a tremendous game. Well, what a tremendous moment. Not a tremendous game, as the Islanders kind of just punked the Capitals that game, but what other games are you excited for today, Andrew? Are you just sitting back watching a ton of hockey here today, or what? All right, we're back at it. 9:20 on the clock. Wild come in left side. Boldy looking for reinforcements. Tried to leave it in front of him, but Dallas picked it off. Center battling for it on that left side. Totally, my day was good. Awesome. So what do you got planned your last week on the beach? Lots of hockey games today. Nervous. Well, I'm just nervous watching Vancouver now. I don't really care if they even make the playoffs at this point, but still. Hopefully they don't get trounced by Vegas. 8:44, battling for it to the left, in the left corner. Left of Gustafsson, puck trickles around, almost to the blue line, but Dallas tried to send it back in. That bounces back, still fighting for it out, well outside the circles. I'm fine with like a 5-5, 6 for 2 years. Watch the greatest score of all time play today. 8:22. He's not going to get 5-5-6, dude. Not with the cap going up, or in just today's just how contracts work today. Like his bridge will be his bridge will probably, well, actually, you know what? He'll probably get 6. I could see a bridge being 6-5. I don't think he's getting, I don't think 5 is in the picture anymore. But I would say 6-6-5 is fair for like a 2-year deal. Yep. And again, if it's 7, it is what it is, but I think 6-6-5 is fair. 2 years. 738. I just truly think he's going to get better. Barring like a injury that is going to hamper him for the rest of his career, I think he's going to be great. 7:32 on the clock. The greatest story of the season, though, hot takes, is Freddie Gaudreau. How amazing is our boy Freddie Gaudreau been? Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Amazing. I honestly just mostly tune into these games to watch him now. I'm being like a little facetious there, but like, it's kind of true. He's been an absolute stud. Face off at center here. Wild winning it. Up the right side. And Dallas gets it back. They're battling for it. Along the corner. Puck goes out at center, and here comes Dallas. Nice pass to the left. Center. Tried to poke it through. Gustafson. Beautiful job kicking that away. Oh, good question. Good question. Has Marc-Andre Fleury played his final NHL game, chat? If you're watching on Twitter and X, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, chime in the live chat. Has Marc-Andre Fleury played his last NHL game? I don't see him coming back for another season. I don't think the Wild entertain him coming back another season. So I think he's played his final NHL game, because as much as he and them probably in an ideal world with a little bit of runway would like to get him in one more game and it just being a special moment, like, the Wild needs these points. And I was saying this all stream. The Wild are in the mode right now where they can't say 1 point, we'll be okay with 1 point. They can't even have that entertain like their thoughts at all. Oh, shot from center, and that goes wide from the Wild. They're on the power play here. Second power play of the game. 6:52 left in the period, 148 for the Wild. I was saying they have to be in the mentality that we need 2 points in every game down the stretch here. Because Calgary's been a menace, and what the fuck, St. Louis? Wild at center. Trying to get a simple pass. Short pass to the left, but Dallas has been on them. Half wall, Wild back. Right pass, top of the circle. Nice little move there, and a shot from center. Beautiful save by Ottinger. Damn! Zuccarello, eyes in the back of his head. Hot takes, what game do you think he plays in? What game do you think he plays in? I never doubted him. Ah, 1 day contract, Pittsburgh. But do you think he plays the game, or he just comes out and waves to the crowd and kisses babies? Signs autographs. Oh, man. Goudreau. He almost had it. Our boy almost had it. Good save by Ottinger. 1 minute on the power play. And I mean, look at Dallas, like, checking so hard here. 57 seconds. Here comes Johansson. Pass up the left side. Looking for someone at center, but Dallas clears it down the length of the ice. Boldy, as the Wild get a change. Sends it up center. Left side. Dallas and the Wild fighting for it. Wild have it. Behind the net. Back to Boldy. Back to the top of the circle. Hartman back to Boldy. Boldy shot through the lane. Rebound. And Hartman unable to keep it in the zone, but he comes right back around, weaving. Nice left pass to Boldy. Boldy, left side. Boldy looking for someone at center. The back pass didn't quite get up to the corner where he wanted, but now we got a 2-on-1. Dallas shot, and Gustafson with the save. Rebound. Oh my God. Harley unable to hit his mark, and the puck trickles the length of the ice. Whew, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Waves the crowd contract. Well, okay, well then that's not the same. Hasn't already played his final NHL game. You mean just like one shift, comes out there, plays for one whistle, goes back and sits down? I don't think he plays a full game ever again. And it's unfortunate because the Wild maybe could have given him one if they're in a little bit of a better position. And look, they're not in the grave just yet, but with the loss tonight, they might be ankles deep. 4:08. Dallas killing off the second penalty. Wild send it on net, left side. Oh, Wild shot, and what a poked away. Poked away. The net was open. A clear, nice play through the crease and poked away by the Dallas defenseman. And just a bunch of bodies in the corner there, and the puck trickles away. Wild try to set something up quickly while both the teams are changing. 3:35. Bogosian sends it back in the zone. Wild have it behind the net, losing it there, looking for reinforcements. But the Wild couldn't hold in the zone, but they do hold in the neutral zone and set it up the right side. Wild threw a few bodies, just muscled it to the circles. Dallas tried to clear, but our Lord and Savior, Freddie Gaudreau, keeps it in, only for a moment though. 3 minutes on the clock. 20 shots for Dallas, 21 for the Wild. Good second period, honestly. Competitive by both of these teams. Doubt the floodgates are going to open anytime soon for either of them, but the Wild really fighting for this first goal. 2:49, ladies and gentlemen. Rossi, drop pass. Boldy, Rossi. Back to Boldy. And this puck trickles out, and Dallas is going to have it around their zone. Backhand, they're going to send it to the neutral zone. Couldn't hold on to it, though, and here come the Wild. Backhand up the wall. Rossi to Faber. Faber gets it back to Rossi. Rossi still has it up against the board. Sends it into the corner. Boldy. Around. And Robertson gets the puck off the wall, but sends it back down the Wild zone. Nice forecheck by the Stars, but Wild end up getting it outside their line. Stars come up the left side. Nice little... Oh, who just fell to the ground there by Dallas? Took a little bit of a hard hit up against the right side, but Dallas still having it 2-on-2 behind the net. Dallas sends it around the boards, but Faber gets it. Pass to his defense partner and sends it up into the neutral zone. Dallas gets it back. Dallas just throws it on net, but well outside the crease, and Gustafson just pokes it away. 1 minute and 15 remaining in the second period. The Wild get one last rush here. Dallas up the left wall. Leaves it back for the defenseman. Sends it to the net. They're poking at it. A ton of bodies poking at it in the crease, and we're gonna get the whistle. It was just a simple shot outside the circle that caused all that ruckus, and we're gonna get another whistle. Granlund and Dumba on the Stars, man. This is a slap in the face of the Wild at this point. All right, we go to TV timeout here, of course. Of course. Man, fun second period. No goals, but a fun second period. Okay, I've been like mid Twitter posts for this whole game. Now that we have a timeout here. There we go. I guess the poll question still stands. I didn't think it would stand going into the third period, but who scores the first goal for the Wild? When Minnesota goes down 0-3 in the playoffs, they will switch to Fleury. Oh, damn.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking...
You know what? You know what? You might be right. I can't wait for Zeev to come. Do you think he gets in a game? Do you think Denver loses? Because if Denver wins, he's playoff Zeev, and I doubt he's going to get a lot of minutes. Which, let's be realistic, even if he gets in one game down the stretch here, like, the Wild need all the points. He probably won't get a lot of minutes either. But maybe they're looking at him as like a late season trade piece that we got for nothing. You know what I mean? Versus a guy we have to like ease in, but they're gonna have to ease him in, right? Even some pros who come in from other teams like need time to ease in. So I'm confident he'll be fine and ease in. Maybe not like snap of the fingers like Faber, but quickly. He's that high level, right? He's that high level. But no, I can't wait too, man. He's so electric, and oh, it's gonna be awesome. I know Hoppy and Co are going to the Frozen Four. See if he can play against Anaheim. Oh, he can play against Anaheim regardless. Okay, there you go. Sweet. So I guess he is playing in one game. Scratch 4 and 47 bring up 28 and 15. 41 seconds remaining. And a penalty here. And Faber getting into it. With Rantanen. And these guys aren't getting the calls. And Jason Robertson getting the penalty here. Wild going back to the power play. Third time this game. 40 seconds remaining in the second. They have interference call. They've had a tough time getting opportunities. On their first power play, they had like one. And honestly, on the second, they didn't really have any good chances. Favored. I mean, him, Rantanen. Little cross check going back and forth. All right, face off in the Dallas zone. Wild. Have it outside the circle. Looking for a shot. They leave it. Blue line. Left side shot. Looking for a tip. Goes up and around. Dallas with possession. 20 seconds left. And they're going to send it length of the ice. Last rush. 15 on the clock. Wild are going to start the third period on the power play. With well over a minute on the power play. 4 seconds. And this puck's going to trickle down the ice again. And that will do it for the second period. Fun period, man. Fun period despite there being no goals. Both teams playing excellent hockey. Dallas is they're getting the better of the Wild on special teams. Dallas penalty kill has just smothered everything and anything the Wild have been able to put forth. I mean, like I said, the first power play, there was like one memorable chance. But that's about it. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a live stream. One more period of coverage here. And like I said at the top of the stream and earlier, we're going to do a couple more of these down the stretch. Just covering the Wild. And then when the Wild make the playoffs, we'll cover all those games. And depending on their fate, or regardless of their fate, I should say, we'll be covering just playoff games in general for around the National Hockey League this playoff season as well. But obviously with the focus on the Wild when they make it. Still time to vote in the poll question, by the way. Still time to vote in the poll question. Where are we at with that right now? Who scores the first goal for the Wild? Yes, we're going in third period. They still need a goal. Boldy, Rossi, Goudreau, Zuccarello. I voted for Goudreau. Obviously, he's at 18%. Rossi at 24%. Boldy at 47%. Zuccarello 12%. I said comment if not listed, but like, who the hell else scores for the Wild when Ek and Kaprizov are out? And Middleton, for that matter. Right now by the pool tomorrow, we got Margaritaville. Tuesday, going out for dinner with friends. Wednesday, barbecue at my community. Thursday, we don't know yet. Sounds like you have an awesome week ahead, Andrew. Sounds like you have an awesome week ahead. I didn't vote. You put no goal. Oh, well, you wrote that in. There you go. There you go. Hot take saying no goal. No goal. That's a solid write-in. That's a solid write-in. I should have made the poll question. How many goals do you think Ovi? How many more goals this season do you think Ovi scores? Because like the chat was saying, even number would be nice. Andrew, I don't even know what YouTube channel he's on anymore. He's on all of them all the time. I can't keep track. All right, I'm gonna refill my water here in just a moment, but let's just go over some of the highlights. So I guess there weren't really any highlights from this period. It was just a solid game, but let's just take a look at the box score here. get a deeper dive into everything. By the way, Wildly Informed returns this week. Brett got a new puppy and was overwhelmed in puppy fatherhood last week. Judd's Buds, probably not returning this week, depending on how Hoppy's doing. But Brett and I will be back for Wildly Informed. Still likely, still Wednesday until, unless we say otherwise. And then, like I said, probably going to sneak in the last game of the season. I do think I am going to stream. I'll let you guys know what the next, if I can get another one in as well. Rossi is due. Is he on like a 15 game, no goalless streak? It's something like that. So he is due. And he's had a few chances, recently as well. I don't even know what channel that is, Andrew, to be perfectly honest. All right. 23 shots for the Wild, 20 for the Dallas Stars. Dallas has blocked 10 shots in this game, Wild 7. And other than that, everything is pretty much even. For the Wild here, Boldy still getting chunk of... Actually, wait, they haven't even updated this yet. Okay, never mind. I was going to go through some of the ESPN stats here, but they are wrong. They have not updated yet for the Wild. But anyways, once they update, we'll go over them. I'm not sure what kind of dog it is. I think it's like a mix. But join us for Wildly Informed. I'm sure he'd be glad to talk about the puppy. All right, so Hot Take says there is... and I don't even think this is a hot take at this point. Hot Take says that probably going to be no goals for the Wild. No one scores the first goal because there's no goals for the Wild. But Rossi is due, and I'm just a Freddie Gaudreau stan at this point. So like I'm just always gonna root for him, especially, and pick him in polls like this. And he's been scoring he's been scoring a decent amount this year. 18 goals this season. 5th in goals. Well, I guess tied for 4th. And again, because Kaprizov's obviously been out for as long as he's been, but Boldy with 25, Rossi with 23, Zuccarello with 18, and Freddie motherfucking Gaudreau with 18 goals, 35 points on the season. What a beauty! What a beauty! Here, Brett or Andrew, I can maybe find it on Twitter. He did post a picture of the pup on Twitter. Andrew, how many more goals do you think Ovi will score this season? I think they have, what, 5 more games? They're right now showing... I gotta watch the full press conference. I watched the night when he tied it, but I didn't watch this one yet. I mean, I did the podcast with Joe Smith last week, and I'll probably have to do with him this week. So we've been a little bit in touch, and the answer still is soon, but sooner than the last soon. So like 4R sooner now than the 3R sooner we had last week. Kirill was hopeful for today's game. At least, yeah. Was hopeful for today's game, but clearly didn't happen. Metallurg eliminated. Any chance KHL terminates Yuriev's contract and gets on a plane? Oh man. I think there's a chance. It kind of, and I'm not privy to this, so I'm sure this is something you can say for Judd's Buds. You know what? I can even like maybe tag or I don't know if you're on Twitter, Trav, or whatever, but comment this on one of our videos, or I'll even keep note of this to get to Z so he can talk about it, because And I know Hoppy's lurking in the chat too, so he can maybe even chime on this, but I don't think that like it's in the plans for him to go back to the KHL. But you got to think that like Metalurg's at least gonna try to bring him back 1 year, at least have the talks with him. And who knows when they're gonna be, how long those talks will be. If they're just gonna be like, no, you can go to the NHL, but this is the rules. We're not gonna essentially waive it and terminate the contract, so you can just go and leave and join the team this season. I don't think Yurov joins the team this season, but I could see him maybe coming over in the summer, skating with some guys. I could see that. I think Gretz just, I think he likes to party. I think Gretz likes to party. He likes his Gretzky whiskey and wine. But yeah, I think he's also had some work done. He's got like a permanent fake smile. Hey, I'm Wayne Gretzky. Everyone thinks I'm the great one, but I'm actually not as good as Lemieux. I'd be shocked if he was here this year. Equally shocked if he's not next year. Yeah, there you go. I think he might even come over. Like if he's like if they get him signed and everything ready to come over after his like for next year. Like maybe he comes like a month early in the summer and just gets to know the facility, the cities. So the Wild can make content for the YouTube channel. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Danil Yurov. He's didn't see as much of him this year as we wanted due to the injury, but like I don't think it hampered his development at all, because the games that he did come back in, he looked pretty good. Yeah, 49. I mean, last year was a monster season. 49.62 games this year. 13 goals in 46, 25. Came back and was able to even score in the playoffs. Probably wanted to do a little bit more in the playoffs. I know last year he like, last year. Actually, they didn't necessarily torch last year, but yeah, I'm fucking stoked for him to play in the National Hockey League. I am stoked. Dude, it's true. It's like people know. People talk up in Canada. But hey, when you are the great one, you can do whatever the fuck you want. All right, let's see if these stats on ESPN have updated yet. No, they have not. All right, that's okay. I just wanted to see like how the ice time was distributed amongst the forwards there, but that's okay. Okay, Andrew, you still here? If you're still here, this is Brett's puppy. I just because I follow him on Twitter. So for anyone who's keen, I don't know what kind of dog it is, but maybe you guys can tell me. Maybe a little blue healer with the spots? I don't know. Brett will answer all those questions. Which again, we are scheduled to be streaming on Wednesday. Back to our regular schedule, but we'll see. I guess you guys will find out probably tomorrow or Tuesday if we like push it later in the week. All right, I'm going to take a quick break here and refill my water bottle. Back on the other side, we will continue to tee up this third period. Take your guys' comments. And yeah, man, we can dive into Ovechkin. We can dive into anything Wild related. I know the boys here were talking a little bit about combat sports earlier. You know I love that. And speaking of, I will be live later today on my second channel, the City Life Project, covering UWC, which I don't even remember when that starts. Let me check quickly. UWC 56 starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. So there you go. Join me for that. All right, quick break. On the other side, back with third period coverage here. Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild. Vote in the poll question. Who will score first for the Wild, if anyone? Back in a few minutes on the other side. Quick word from our friend at 9 Mile. And Yes, I will. I will update our commercial for the playoffs. Back on the other side.
People are like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course.
Did you guys even hear me at all there? Sorry about that. Looks like we were muted. My apologies, guys. We are back. I was yapping away just about how the Dallas Stars were leading by one and only one, which happened early in the game. And other than that, it's been pretty back and forth, pretty even. The only just noticeable edge I give the Dallas Stars over the Minnesota Wild in this game. We could have told me that earlier. No, I got you. We're back now. The only edge that I gave the Dallas Stars in this one was their penalty kill has just been on point. They really haven't given the Minnesota Wild any room to work on the power play. Speaking of the power play, puck drop right now for the third period, in the Wild are up a man again to start off this period. Late penalty for Dallas. Jason Robertson took it. And the Wild whistle here. But anyways, 59 seconds remain on their power play, and Dallas has just been smothering them in their zone whenever the Wild have brought in the puck in. Like I said, their first power play was probably the one that had like the best looks. But other than that, like I said, pretty even game. Hey, what's up, Jake, the MN Sports fan? Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what was going on here. I never clicked the mute button, and I guess maybe I pressed it by mistake when I was turning my dial down. But anyways, we are back. 19:26 in this third period. 44 seconds remain on the Wild power play. Wild shot. Saved by Ottinger. Wild able to keep this in the zone, but losing it at the blue line. Still holding it in the neutral zone. The only edge I give Dallas should never be set in this matchup. 20 seconds. Well, I mean, I didn't mean playoff matchup. I just mean in this, from what I've seen today thus far. Back across. Blue line. Wild shot. Doesn't get through. Less than you'd think, to be honest. Not a lot of people said jabroni until... like I was in college. 18:28 seconds. I'm a skin shade darker than most, so it was mostly just terrorist jokes. 18:15 on the clock. But I don't grow out my beard much, so I blend in. 18:09. Left side for the Wild, they dump it in. Just finishing their change. Dallas. Unable to get the puck, but broke things up. Puck goes to blue line, shot, and that gets through, and Ottinger makes the save. Go ahead and guess. I feel like I already gave it away. Oh, and that pass from behind the net didn't hit Zuccarello, got tangled up in his skates. Just go down the list of Brown. Not Pakistani. 17:53. Dallas wins the faceoff. They have it at the blue line, through the zone, and they're going to dump it in. Not changing here, though. Wild have it behind the net. Dallas gets it in the corner. Neither. And here comes the Wild. Up the right side, checked. Nice hit in the corner. But Wild get the worst of that one. And we're going to have a whistle here. Left, and a face-off left of Ottinger, I think, unless this was offside. But no, it couldn't have been offside. That was way too late. But anyways, both teams are changing. Nope. $17:22. Yeah, and here's the face-off left of Ottinger. Wild win the face-off, and they have it outside the line, into the corner, up front, shot in the right pad save by Ottinger. Puck is still loose. They're digging at it. Free, and Odger finds it, gloves, and puts the glove down. Damn. Good opportunity there from the Wild, and we have a little bit of a scrum. Persian. I'm only half, though. One half blonde hair, blue eyes, white as snow. Other half walking carpet, Iranian. Oh, what a save, man. That right pad, it couldn't go through, or it didn't go through the 5-hole, and then he kicked out his left skate and made sure it didn't hug the post. Wild win the face-off. Shot through the center line. Andre was able to read that perfectly. Puck still in the zone. Wild have it. 2-on-1 checked, but they still have it in the zone. Send it to the right side. Blue line shot outside the circle. Not sure if that got through. Fodder tried to make the save and score! Let's go! Boldy gets it down the slot. Ottinger out of position, and the Minnesota Wild tie this game 16:52 in the third period. And of course, it is Matt Boldy. 26th goal at the season. Look at Boldy. Boom! Just slaps it. Slaps it. What a sick goal. Rebound pops up right as he's in the slot. Let's go. Oh, what a goal, man. Just sweeps that. That was awesome. What a goal to tie things up. What a goal to tie things up. That's a good line. That's got Shooter McGavin written all over it. That's a good line. That's a good line. 16:49. Dallas with it. Pass up through the neutral zone. Bounces right. Both teams are fighting for it in deep. Puck trickle to the left, and Wild have it send it. Cross right. Each Dallas and Wild player following the puck down to the zone. All the way to Ottinger. He covers up, and now there's a scrum in front of the net. Zuccarello getting mixed up in this as well. Most dangerous time for a Wild goal is the immediate 45 seconds after we score a goal. That is true. That is true. So, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Awesome. Off his knees, too. I don't know if I describe it as like a diving. It was more like a slapper, but he had to lunge forward and, like I said, get down on the ice to reach that. 16:22. I love to see the stats on how quickly and how often we concede a goal after getting one. It's actually unbelievable. 16:08. And a nice... nice little pass play. And puck trickles in front. And Gustin forced to make the save. Dallas loses it. And here comes the Wild. Johansson. Back to Goudreau. Goudreau sends it on net. And there's a save by Ottinger. Nice little passing play between Johansson and Goudreau. Good old Boldy. Yeah, great season for the young man. Like I said, I don't think it was in the Wild's plan to have friggin' Boldy and Rossi carry the team in scoring this year. But when Ek and Kaprizov go down, the early 20-year-olds, they're able to step up a little bit this year, and it's been amazing to watch. And like I said, Boldy kind of already know what he is, just getting a little bit better here and there every season. Rossi just like, what a step up. What a step up, and it's been amazing to see. 15:26 in the Dallas zone. Great forechecking by the Wild. Oh, big collision. Big collision. Wild come away with it. Shot at the blue line, and Nice save by Ottinger. Ottinger had a hell of a game here so far. I mean, Gustafsson as well, but way more dangerous plays coming from the Wild. It's funny because you should see the amount of shit that Boldy gets on Wild subreddit. People constantly asking him to get traded when he had a couple of games of 0 points. I see it on Twitter and YouTube comments as well. I'm sure it's the same on like the Reddit, like subreddits. I don't understand. No word on Middleton yet. Day to day, like I hopefully in the next game. I'm confident he'll play a game before. Oh, and up front, shot up front, tipped in, ladies and gentlemen, or dug in, poked in front of the net. The Wild parked himself in front of the net. Puck trickles in front. 52 seconds later, and Marcus Foligno puts the Wild in the lead. And just like that, oh my God, what a beautiful pass. I thought that bounced off the skate of the Dallas player forward and Foligno just dragged it in, but no, that was a beautiful pass from Rossi right to Foligno. He controlled it and just dragged it into the net. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, like I said, I originally thought that bounced off the skate of the Dallas player and Foligno just like caught it and was able to redirect it. Let's go. Okay, I gotta adjust the poll question here. Great goal by Foligno. An even better play by Rossi. If Marco Rossi was good at hockey, he would have scored the goal himself.
Emotional damage.
It's one of those fucking games, baby. The Foligno and Boldy combo, it's lethal. Yeah, Middleton is day-to-day. Hines says he avoided serious injury. It's honestly kind of sad that Dallas isn't smoking us right now. I don't know, man. I think both these teams have been playing pretty damn good hockey, personally. Even without the big dogs, there's a few games here and there where the Wild rise to the occasion. I mean, they did in the Capitals game, too. It was a couple weeks ago. 12th goal of the season, 25th point. What a season for Marcus Foligno. Also, smooth babyface Foligno. Yeah, freshly shaven for this one. All town on Dallas is crazy. The Wild or Dallas win the faceoff in the corner. I mean, this third period, the Wild have just like this is the best they've looked in this game so far, and they almost stole the puck to set up a partial break. Dory TNT 14-11 up the right side, sharp angle shot, and that's gonna be gloved by Ottinger. But I mean, and that was shot by Hinestroza. I like how even if the Wild just have a sharp angle shot, if they can just get the puck on net, like they've been doing that and have been. I imagine they've been pretty good in the face-off dot tonight. Where's face-offs? Huh? Actually, Dallas has been crushing them. Never mind. Anyways, in the third period, it seems like they've been okay with just getting that face-off in the offensive zone, and they've been setting stuff up pretty well. They've done it a dozen times this year where they'll lose to a team they should beat, only to beat a team they should lose to. Hey, well, I'd rather sometimes see the dismantled and kind of musical chairs roster come together and rise, and you see, okay, they can rise up for these games against the biggest teams. It's kind of an ass backwards thing, but it's good and it's fun when it works out. I'm sure it drives the coaches a little crazy sometimes when you're trying to like fit the pieces together, still waiting for, your big dogs to come back. 13-28 Dallas. Having a hard time getting this clean into the Wild zone. Again, great third period for the Minnesota Wild. All four lines playing soundly. Good defensively, good passing, playing with some confidence. Yeah, and just when I say good passing, you kind of bumblefuck the puck a little bit in their own zone, but still. Oh, I've had playing down to weaker teams. I swear we've got a better record against playoff teams than we do teams that we're out of it. Can Dallas still win? Oh, yeah. I mean, there's 12:56 left in the third. They're only down by 1. 12:51, and Dallas brought it back into the Wild zone, but good job by Spurgeon. Spurgeon sends it up. Shore has it, right side. Shore looking for reinforcements. He sends it around the boards. Battling for it behind the net, and great job by the Wild. Fun puck finds his way to Jamie Benn. Wyatt Johnson here. Checked by the Wild. Wyatt Johnson goes tumbling into the boards. Dallas still has it at the blue line, though. Ben loses it. And this puck's going to trickle into the Dallas zone, and both teams are going to be able to get a change. Smash that like button if you're watching on YouTube. By the way, guys, we're going to do a couple more Wild games down the stretch here. And then we're going to do a lot of playoff coverage, Wild and other NHL teams as well. Shoot, maybe even some World Championship games. 11:59, and great job by Foligno here muscling his way through. Shot by the blue line, Faber. Boldy trying to fight it at center. Yeah, Boldy, Rossi, Foligno, man. Tough line to play against, straight up, and it's shown here tonight. Oh, almost another little just poke shot left side of Ottinger in the net. Man, what an afternoon game for those in St. Paul. Tough start. And shit, tough start for us too. Tough start for us watching HLN. TNT Sports. Neutral zone, Wild, backhanded up. Dallas trying to calm things down. Not cleanly, but Dallas gets it in the zone, fighting for it in the corner to the left of Gustafson. Nice passing again by the Wild, and here we go. Wild up the left side through the neutral zone into the Dallas zone. Into the corner, trying to send it around. Puck trickles out, and Dallas has it. Granlund left side. Granlund and Dumba too playing for the Wild. Or, sorry, playing for the former Wild players playing for Dallas. Both in green. Just not the one I'm used to. Well, Granlund, it's been a while. It's just, you know. Robertson helps steer this ahead, and this puck goes all the way into the Wild zone, and Dallas is there with reinforcements. Dallas dropping gears here late. And that passing for the Wild continues to be good. Brock Faber tried to backhand it up the wall, but not enough force on it, and Dallas is now battling with a few Wild players, and that puck trickles down into the Dallas zone. Nice forecheck by the Minnesota Wild. Nice pass to the neutral zone. Dallas trickles this in. Corner. 9:43 on the clock. Dallas blue line shot. And that doesn't get through. That goes up and out of play. Shot by Dumba. And now we're going to go to TV timeout. Wow. Exciting game and even more exciting period here, ladies and gentlemen. Coming from behind, not a huge deficit, but still against the Dallas Stars. A deficit no less, and these are two huge points on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Still a lot of time on the clock, but if the Wild keep playing like they've been playing throughout this third period, and honestly, a good chunk of the second period, they got this in the bag. 36 shots on net, 23 for the Dallas Stars. Again, Gustafson hasn't been too tested, again, knock on wood, in this third period. Faceoffs have still gone the way of the Dallas Stars, 28-16. But again, in this third period, the Wild have been more confident, just dragging pucks on net, just trying to poke them past Ottinger, since they haven't been able to set up and really make any passing plays, given how tightly, how both teams are playing such a tightly checking and fast, tightly checking game in each other's offensive zone. We've already told you many times, Dory, it's on TNT. We get the win, and I think it's 97% to make the playoffs, 75 if we lose. Yeah, it's I had the natural stat trick stat up earlier. Let me find it. But it's around there. It's around there. Let's see if I bookmarked it. Okay, yeah, here it is. So yeah, 91 if they beat them in regulation, 75 if they lose in regulation, 71 if they beat the Stars in overtime, and 84 if they lose to the Stars in overtime. So there you go, there you go. We got just under 10 minutes remaining, Dory, in the third period. And Dallas was up most of the game by 1 goal. The Wild were able to answer and now scored 2 in this third period to lead by 1. So it's still anyone's game. It's still anyone's game. All right, here we go. Back from TV timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody who's joining, by the way. If you're on Twitter/X or Facebook, hop over to YouTube. There's a link commented on the video feed in which you're watching on. And join our live chat here. And here come the Wild. Shot left side. That goes wide. And here comes Dallas. This puck goes down the length of the ice, and we're going to have icing. Dory, Dallas can certainly come back, but I'm not going to lie. Rooting for the Wild in this one. Staying pretty neutral, but rooting for the Wild in this one. Although I'm wearing like kind of the both greens. 9:17. Oh, and we got a penalty. Wait, what the hell? Hold on. We got to see a replay. I think he just slipped. Okay, well, I mean, the league's giving Dallas a free one right here. We got to see the replay. Did Johansson touch him? He clipped the toe. Yeah, he hit the blade. No, he hit the blade. I didn't think he did that first. I thought it was like when he just went to... Hey, that hit the blade. Damn it. Anyways, Dallas now on the power play. This is huge. Nine minutes remain in the third period, and the Wild send this puck the length of the ice. Good start. Dallas up the left side. Blue line. Good pressure, and the Wild get that puck back in. Short pass in the slot, and they send this back late in that shift. They get a change. 8:33. Dallas skates this in. But a good job by the Wild, able to get a stick on that, but weren't able to send it the length of the ice. Dallas still have it. They're setting up. Blue line, top of the left circle. Getting a little bit closer, sends it behind the net. Dallas still with it. Puck on the right wall now. Good job by Gustin poking that away. That goes behind the net. Back to the left side. Wild get it, and they send it deep. 52 seconds, and they can get a change remaining in this power play. .734. Puck left of Gustin in the corner. Left wall. Wild get it again. What a great penalty kill so far by the Wild. 26 seconds on the clock. Not out of it just yet, but again, this third period, just very sound hockey from the Minnesota Wild. 7-10. Left side, left corner. Bunch of bodies in there digging at it. And great job of the Wild killing off the penalty. Dallas still have it in their zone. Dallas with a shot through the slot. No way. That is the most Minnesota's fucking sports thing ever. Literally the second the power play is killed off, Granlund gets the... Oh, no, okay, it's not Granlund who gets the goal, but the Dallas get the tip-in goal. Tip-in goal, 16th goal of the season for Thomas Harley. Goal! Oh, tip in. Oh, it wasn't a tip? No, they're saying that went right through. Dude, that hit the post and went in. Wow. No tip. No tip. Because originally I thought Granlund got the tip. And the Dallas Stars tie it, ladies and gentlemen. Tie it late. Okay, no, it wasn't off the post. It was off the Wild's leg. Okay. I was going to say, if that was off the post, holy. Damn. 37 shots for the Wild, 24 for the Dallas Stars. Dallas get a little puck luck there as that shot bounces off the Wild and goes into the net. Wild playing a pretty good, or a very good third period, but Dallas Stars, man. Hockey gods reward them in that one, and Ottinger makes the save, and we're going to have a whistle. And a TV timeout. Yeah, dude, like I've been saying, Dallas is a very good team. They led the Wild most of this game. Always hated Bogosian. I liked him in, early in his career. I think he's he's fine now. He's a serviceable bottom pairing guy. When he was quicker, when he was younger, because he was wasn't he not a first rounder? I don't know if he's a high first rounder or not, but I remember he was fun to watch early in his career. Still plays that mean style, just not as quick anymore. But damn, little luck from the hockey gods there for the Dallas Stars, and they tie this up, and we still have a game, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a game. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Let's see if the XL Energy Centers see some overtime. All right, commercial break. Well, I might as well just make the poll question another simple one. Who wins the game for the Wild? Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. There's 15 people watching, but only 7 people liking. Come on, smash that like button. Let's at least get to 15 likes on the video, guys. Let's at least get to 15 likes on the video. All right. Who scores the game winner? I'm just going to assume this is the game winner. I'll do a deep cut, too. And then we'll do all right, face off to the right of Ottinger. Dallas come away with it. Dory, you're a smart guy. I know you're smarter than to ask those type of questions. Wild and Stars battling for it to the left of Ottinger in the Dallas corner. You're a smart guy. Yo, what's up, Denial? Turn the game on just in time to see that goal bounce off his shin. Dude, the Wild are playing an awesome third period, Denial. Overall, both these teams have played an excellent game. Wild definitely had the better, or just playing an excellent near flawless period. And then that happens right after they kill the penalty. Wild still keeping the puck in the Dallas zone, though, behind the net. Yeah, it's illegal, Dory. We obviously do not own the NHL content, so we can't show it. 5:26. Wild still keeping this in the Dallas zone. That's what I get from the play-by-play. And a nice wrister from the blue line. Doesn't get through the lane, but Wild still poking at it. Puck trickles to the right side. Nobody there. Dallas going to try to get it out of their zone. And they do. Both teams getting a change. Dumba got this. Dan Chet owns the broadcasting rights. Yeah. This ain't the YouTube of 2006. Were you and your high school dates are watching the OC season 4 on YouTube? 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Puck deep in the right corner, and the Wild come away with it. Gustav Nyquist going for a skate here and a shot and a nice save by Ottinger. My kid watched a game at his friend's house, and now we tune in for nothing else on, and later killing Thunder, so not even fun to watch. Or the Lakers killing the Thunder, so not even fun to watch. Dude, hell yeah. You should, even though you're not the biggest hockey guy, you gotta get your kids into hockey, especially like the Wild, knock on wood, but like this next era should be really good. Like they drafted a ton of great guys and are slowly but surely putting in the pieces together to have like a decent team for the next few years, and a team that, like, again, knock on wood, can actually not just be textbook Minnesota hockey, but like compete. So get them in now at the start, because then when they pop, you'll it's like when I like grew up with like the like Bertuzzi, Naslund, and then the Sedins for the Canucks. It was cool to see it from like the beginning. That being said, YouTube has hella free movies. That's true, but aren't they like YouTube free? Actually, no, you know what? I watched the movie. It was like mirrored and in meh quality, but I watched Cadillac Records on YouTube. I set the game in, and having to explain it to him makes it more fun, helping him understand. Hell yeah. Luckily, he knows soccer rules, so offside and shit and scoring setups make sense to him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's sweet, man. No, we're still in TV timeout. And you can see on my screen, dude. It's still tied. It's still tied 2-2. All right, back from TV timeout. We'll probably have one or two more. They're gonna milk this with the whistles late here. And here we go. Face off to the right of Ottinger. I think so. It's been such a tight game that I think so. Bro, Dory, I feel like I've answered your question now literally 10 times. 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Appreciate all the comments, Dory, but like it's the same question every time, and I keep giving you the same answer. Both these teams have been playing excellent hockey. Dallas 100% can win the game. It's tied 2-2. Next goal wins, pretty much, with 4 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. So you got about a 50% chance right now, Dory. Isa, show me the game. I want to see Jubilee fight. 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Bro, there was a guy from India last night in my stream, Denial, who was loving the Jubilee jokes. He was like, I'm from India and I think this is hilarious. Keep it up. I'm like, all right, we will. 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Wild still pressuring the Dallas Stars, trying to keep this puck into the zone. And this trickles into the neutral zone. Wild unable to get the puck. 2-on-1 here as Dallas waits for reinforcements. 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Dallas in the corner. Wild getting it back, but hasn't been able to exit the zone. And, oh, is this going to be a tripping call? Yeah, tripping call on Brock. Oh, wait. Boldy's hurt, which isn't good. Skating to the ice in discomfort. And we're going to have a tripping call on Brock Faber. Oh. Dory, this is for you. That's awesome. And I do feel bad because it's not his fault. Everyone else sucks. He's the best they have to offer. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shot. Boldy blocked the shot. And Faber wedged the stick between... Yeah, it's not good. Dallas going on the power play. And Boldy blocked a shot in a little discomfort. All right, here we go. The Wild did kill off their last power play, but then the Dallas Stars scored right after. So let's see if they can work that magic here again. And Dallas, shot from the right side, doesn't get it through. Dallas still has it on the blue line. Minnesota keeping Dallas outside their zone. Dallas dumps it in. There is no. This is hockey, bro. Back to the blue line shot. And Harley does keep the puck in the Minnesota zone, and a shot trickles wide, and Minnesota are able to sneak a quick change here. Hockey and soccer, completely different sports, man. Not comparable in this sense. 1 minute remaining on the power play. But the Dallas Stars are up one man for 51 seconds. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Still in the zone. Shot through the slot, and Gustafsson. I don't know if Gustafsson got a piece of that or if it was the Wild player who blocked it, but regardless, this puck trickles down the ice. Neutral zone, both teams change. 34 seconds remaining in the Dallas Stars power play. Always love watching the camera guy panic slam their little portals when shit gets crazy. Yup. Doris, where are you from? 23 seconds on the clock. You just blindly bet on this hockey game? 15 seconds on the clock. I mean, Dallas to win was probably the safe bet coming in, but Wild, good underdog. Dumba with speed through the neutral zone. Dumba drops back. Albania. Do you play hockey? Left side of Gustafsson. Right corner. Shot right in front of the net. And a great save by Gustafsson. Saw that cleanly on Marchment. Well, and they're talking after. Then why'd you bet on this game? You know, kickboxing is pretty big in Albania. And, of course, soccer. Oof. My kid says it's more like football and basketball and figure skating than soccer besides offsides. He heard you. Yeah, I agree. Because they're just layered with, like, other little rules. But it flows better than all those games, which is what I love. And yeah, like a choppy hockey game's annoying, but for the most part, it flows way better. 1 minute on the clock before going into overtime. 40 shots for the Wild, 25 for the Dallas Stars. Wild continue to play a good third period, despite giving up that goal after killing that power play. Their first power play of this period. 52 seconds. "44 seconds. One last rush. "34. Water blocked? Oh, and that's offside from the Dallas Stars. Choppy hockey's like chalky basketball. Totally makes for paint dry effect when lots of calls. Yeah. Definitely worse in basketball. 27 seconds left before going into overtime. Yeah, I don't know why you bet on this game, Dory. This was not a good game to bet on in hockey today. "27 seconds. It was a really good game, Dory. It was a really good game. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Dory. Appreciate you. Hope to see you down the road. I want a shootout. Dude, sports fans are hilarious. When their bets don't work out, they cry like babies. Just keep swimming. 14 on the clock. Face off to the left of Gustin. They're going to redo it. Yeah, we're going to overtime. 10 seconds. Dallas still has a chance to win. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to overtime. It's just one overtime. One overtime, 3-on-3, which used to end games pretty quickly, but now it's mostly just like play keep away until one guy blows a tie or whatever, and then they go, you know, when they take advantage of the opportunity. Three on three, huh? Interesting. Yeah. So when they implemented it, it was like exciting and it was like barn burner. It was crazy. Now it's like pretty conservative. Detroit Red Wings, Panthers. I got the Panthers winning that one. Pittsburgh against Chicago. I mean, both teams are bad. Pittsburgh's the underdog. You could bet Pittsburgh money line. I mean, the two bad teams going up against each other. Kind of the same with Boston and Buffalo. Buffalo is the underdog money line coming into that one. You could definitely bet on Buffalo. I think Montreal beats Nashville, but oh, sorry, I was reading puck line actually. Where is it? Sorry. Chicago money line against Penguins. It's close, but they're the underdogs. Then yeah, Boston's plus 170 against the Sabres. Okay, so Canucks Vegas. Canucks, they're the worst. Like there's a reason they're the underdog. They're not good. They're not good this year. But out of the games here today, Canucks underdogs not bad. Boston underdog not bad, although I don't think they're gonna win. I'm less bullish on that one. And Chicago against Pittsburgh. Chicago, honestly, Chicago's if you want to hit some underdogs money line, Chicago's probably the one today that has the best chance to win. And here we go, overtime, ladies and gentlemen. And damn, one play through the neutral zone into crossing the blue line, and we're gonna have a penalty. Talk about whistles right away. We have a penalty, and that's gonna be on Dallas. Yeah, I'm sure they practice for that situations. What's worse, 3-on-3 or shootout? I vote both. I like the shootout. I think it's crazy. I liked it when and again, I didn't play it like ice hockey. I played just ball hockey and at not a high level, like men's league, stuff like that. But like, we liked playing with it. I've always loved not love, but I've always liked it. Shoot, like probably like five or six now. Yeah, but like they're not decided in the big games outside of international, which no, even in international. So like, who cares? It's 3 a.m. beer league. You want to go home, bro? It's a 7:30 start at the X. It's 10 p.m. on a Thursday. You want to go home, man? End the game. End the game. And Petteri Numelin, man, wouldn't be the legend that he was for the Minnesota Wild if it wasn't for the shootout. 1 minute and 24 seconds on the power play for the Minnesota Wild. 4:06 in shootout. Left side circle. Back to the slot. Shot. And the Wild score! Let's go. Huge game for the Minnesota Wild. Huge game for the Minnesota Wild. And they get the goal on the power play. Let's go. Wow. great third period. Great late, not even late game performance. Like after the first 10 minutes of the game, a switch was turned for the Minnesota Wild. They played a really good end of the first. They played a good second. And despite, oh, and it was Rossi getting the tip. Let's go. He got the monkey off his back. Rossi scored. So do. Beautiful tip. Oh, no, I know hockey players that love it. I live in Minnesota and never heard anyone bash it. There's nobody really in between, I think, but me, Denial. And maybe Hoppy as well. Most people hate it or they love it. Now, if it was in like Olympics, if it was in, you know, I don't like it in the international play for like the gold medal game. I wouldn't like it in like a Stanley Cup playoffs game or anything like that. But regular season, I have no issue with it at all. I think just change like the point, like just change how the wins are worth. Like regulation win 3 points and maybe just go down like that. Such a selfish puck, or such a selfish play to shoot that puck there. He shouldn't even try to tip it in. Oh man. Well, a crucial 2 points for the Minnesota Wild. They don't jump St. Louis in the standings with this win, but hey, one step closer, baby. One step closer. I'm tired, bro. Everything's a tongue twister for me today. Like, I don't even know if I have gas left in the tank to do UWC, but we'll see. It's in a couple hours. Or it's in 1 hour. We'll see. Great game here today, guys. Annoying that it wasn't on TNT for the first 10 minutes. But you know what? The Wild, they didn't play good in the first 10 minutes. So, screw it. We got to see a really good game here today. Tough matchup. God, I don't want to see these guys play each other in the first round of the playoffs. But the Wild make the playoffs. This is the game. This is the matchup that we're probably going to see. But anyways, Wild end up coming back in this one. We're down early. Score 2 goals, up by 1. Dallas ties it just right after the penalty kill, which was amazing. Wild outshoot the Dallas Stars by quite a bit, 41-25. Everything else was essentially pretty even, other than the faceoffs. Which Wild, we're coming back in the third period, and we're like I said, confident with that. Confident, and we're doing well in that offensive zone. Getting the faceoffs in the offensive zone, anyways, to at least set something up to get a few more shots on Ottinger. But overall, great game. Dallas fan, Wild fan, general hockey fan. Awesome to see Ovechkin break the not so great ones record. The great but not greatest one. And yeah, what a great day of sports. A ton more hockey. We're not going to be covering it, but I'll be watching some. I may or may not be streaming on my other channel, the City Life Project. If you see it pop up, we'll be covering some Mexican MMA, UWC, the second best Mexican MMA promotion out there behind Luke's. It's on UFC Fight Pass. I know some of our chat here was talking about that earlier. If you have that, join us. If not, I will see you sometime this week. Definitely Wednesday for Wildly Informed. I'll let you guys know what Wild game I'll be covering. Wild, maybe even games I'll be covering here in the last stretch. And then once the playoffs are set, I'll post my first round playoff schedule for you guys as well. Well earned 2 points. Absolutely, Swerve. Absolutely. Thank you guys for joining. Smash that like button and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Again, check out all the podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from. Check out all the content we post on the YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next stream. Peace.